Here we are with the basic text we want to work with, convert into a table, and then, as I said at the beginning of this chapter, have it look something like this. I'm not going to worry about having it look exactly like this, but it'll be close. Now, when we create this, we're going to use extensive use of styles, paragraph and character styles, but also we're going to use table and cell styles, and it just makes it so much easier, and especially when you want to go through and change it a little bit later. So here we're using a lot of the information we've been learning over the past couple of chapters. So the first thing we need to do is go through and turn this into a table. It's just text, and if I go into normal mode here you can see the hidden characters for the tabs and the paragraph returns. I've just got a paragraph return at the end of each line, and then the section end here for the end of the frame. So let me select all my text like this, and I'll go to the table menu. We can convert text to table. That's the first one we want to deal with here from this menu, and we've got a number of options here. We've got the column separator and the row separator. There are choices here: tab, comma, paragraph. Same down here, but in 99% of the cases when you have data like this, your column separator is going to be the tab. That's the hidden character we saw, and then the row separator at the end of each line is going to be the paragraph marker. It's automatically going to choose those. If you have styles already created for the table, you can apply these, but I don't have any here, or I'm going to assume I have none because we're going to build those as we go along here. Now, if we didn't have the separators here, we could choose the number of columns here, but as they're built in by the tabs automatically, we'll just accept this, clicking OK, and here we have our table. You can see it's just built it in with basic lines there, but some of the information is missing. We have down here at the bottom the plus sign that we are used to seeing on a text frame when the text is overset, and if we drag down here we get the next line, the next line, and the next line, and there the port is just a plain white box, which means all the text is there. Now, the one thing that is different between a text frame and a table frame is, as I move this up, you can see we've got the red plus sign and the text gets cut off. Even just a little bit of that row gets cut off, you're not going to be able to see it. However, if I were to make this a little smaller by moving it to the left like this to cut off some of the columns, look at that. Columns never get cut off. So the rows will get cut off if it's not long enough, but if it's not wide enough, it just forces everything across there. There are some other special characters that will show up here when text within a cell gets cut off, and we'll look at that in a few minutes. Let me center my page here, Controller Command 0. First of all, let's take a look at the tools we have to deal with tables. You saw me up at the table menu before, so you can click in it, and here we have a lot of options. Some of them are dimmed out because we really don't have the table selected at the moment, even though the frame is selected. So you can access them there. However, if you want to select the table, you can come in and go select, just double click there, and you'll see that a number of these options now become available. If you want to select the entire table, you just come up, and you can see the way my cursor is going from the I-beam to an arrow like that, a diagonal arrow. You just click like that and the entire table is selected. Click away, it's not there. It only works in the top left-hand corner. It doesn't work in these other corners. Let me just come in and just re-stretch this here a little bit so we've got everything. So down here, it's not going to work, just up here at the top, and you need to have the text cursor just in somewhere. It doesn't really matter where it is in the table. You can come up here and the entire table is selected. I can right click, and here we have table options. A lot of them are available here. Cell options, this is for formatting individual cells. The other thing we have available is some of the panels. If I pull down the window menu, I can go type in tables, and here we have tables. A lot of the options available to us here are also available up on the control panel. You'll see some icons here we haven't seen before in this course or the beginner course, but they're here and we can go through and format the table. They're basically available down here as well. The other thing are styles. I've got them located here, but if you don't have them up, you can go to the window menu, styles, and here you have table styles, and at the top, cell styles. So these panels are here for creating styles, cell, and table styles like that. I'll close these out, and I'm just going to bring these out here, and for the convenience of this tutorial, I'm going to dock them a little bit higher up here so that they're easily available for us. So in the next movie, we'll take a look at the basics of moving around a table in InDesign.